August 8th, 2005. It's a Monday morning in Fortaleza, Ceará, Brazil. Security guards at the central bank are doing what they do every day. They walk through the building, check doors, and make sure everything is where it's supposed to be. When they enter the vault room, nothing immediately looks strange. But after a few seconds, one of them realizes something is wrong. The containers that normally hold old banknotes are missing. The shelves are empty, and in the middle of the floor, there is a hole that was never supposed to be there. Investigators soon confirm that more than 3.5 tons of cash, worth close to $70 million, has disappeared. There is no sign of forced entry, no alarms were triggered, no suspicious footage appears on the cameras. From the outside, the building looks untouched. To the officers on scene, it feels impossible. So how did someone enter one of the most secure buildings in Brazil without being seen? How did they avoid every camera, every sensor, and every alarm? And how did they walk away with tens of millions of dollars in cash without leaving a trace? 4 months earlier, in March of 2005, a man named Inelas Alimon is quietly assembling a team. In criminal circles, he is known as the German. He has spent years studying how banks operate, how guards rotate, how alarms are wired, how investigations unfold. He understands that most robberies fail because people rush. Alimon wants none of that. He wants control. So instead of planning a fast robbery, he plans a slow one. He is going to dig a tunnel beneath the central bank. To make this possible, he recruits specialists. A civil engineer named Doe designs the tunnel's route. A construction foreman known as Armadillo organizes the excavation. Other workers are brought in to handle logistics, transport, and support before any digging begins. Alimon secures something even more valuable than equipment: information. A security guard who works at the bank agrees to cooperate. He provides floor plans, sensor locations, and camera coverage maps. He explains where blind spots exist and how patrols move. In return, he is promised a share of the profits. With this knowledge, the operation becomes realistic. Next, Alimon needs a cover. He rents a small house near the bank, just 1 block away. The location is perfect. It sits beneath one of the busiest roads in the city. Traffic noise will hide almost anything. He registers a landscaping company, artificial grass installation, garden maintenance. Trucks are parked outside. To the neighborhood, it looks like another small business trying to survive. No one suspects anything. In May 2005, excavation begins. Inside a locked back room, workers remove the floor and start digging straight down. After reaching the proper depth, they turn and begin moving horizontally toward the bank. Progress is slow. Men work in shifts, crawling in and out with sacks of soil. Ventilation pipes are installed. Wooden supports are placed every few meters. Over time, the tunnel becomes stable enough to function like a small underground corridor. Every night, trucks quietly remove bags of dirt and dump them across the city. Construction sites, empty lots, industrial zones, anywhere that won't attract attention. For months, the operation remains secret, except for one person, the company's secretary. He is Alimon's brother-in-law, and he believes he works for a real business. Over time, he notices strange things: late-night activity, restricted rooms, large quantities of soil. One afternoon, when the house is empty, curiosity takes over. He enters the locked room, moves the carpet, lifts the board, and climbs down. What he finds below changes everything. A tunnel, reinforced, electrified, stretching toward the bank. He understands immediately what is happening. Terrified, he asks to quit. When he confronts Alimon, the response is immediate. Leaving is not an option. If he walks away, he will not be allowed to live. From that moment on, he stays silent. By early August, the tunnel reaches the bank's foundation. Above the workers is more than a meter of reinforced concrete, the final barrier. On the night of August 6th, drilling begins. It takes hours. The sound is carefully masked by traffic and city noise. Eventually, the drill breaks through. For the first time, members of the crew climb directly into the central bank. They emerge inside a blind spot, beyond the reach of cameras and sensors, exactly where the plan said they would be. Inside the vault room are containers filled with old 50 real notes, currency scheduled for destruction, poorly documented, difficult to trace. The crew works with precision. Bags are filled, passed down, moved through the tunnel. Over the course of the night and the following day, millions are transported out. By the time they finish, more than 3.5 tons of cash is gone. 164 million reais, nearly $70 million. Before leaving, they clean everything. Surfaces are covered with agricultural lime, tools are removed, the house house is abandoned, the group splits up and disappears. When the money is divided, tensions rise. Some members feel cheated. One man protests. He is silenced permanently. After that, no one argues. Everyone is told to stay quiet and stay hidden. On Monday morning, August 8th, the theft is discovered. Police follow the tunnel to the fake business. They find tools, dirt, and evidence of careful planning. Inside the tunnel, investigators locate a dropped phone card. It becomes their first real lead. Federal police launch Operation Mole Faction. Phones are monitored. Movements are tracked. Meetings are observed. Slowly, a network is exposed. Several members are arrested. Others disappear. Some turn on each other. 3 years later, Alaman is captured. Of the $70 million stolen, less than half is ever recovered. The rest vanishes into businesses, properties, and offshore routes. To this day, much of it has never been found. The tunnel has long been sealed. The house is gone. Security systems have been redesigned, but the case remains famous, not because it was violent, not because it was fast, but because it was patient. It was calculated, and it succeeded by staying invisible until it was too late.